All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC heavyweight division title. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas. Knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? Tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. More than 5 years apart, with big differences in height and reach. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Presenting the challenger, the warrior. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 116 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Comeback Kid.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, not fight. You ready?
So here we go, round 1 of this highly anticipated tilt between the strong striker and the decorated grappler. Any chance that these guys mix it up, or are you just expecting they're going to stick to what got them to the dance?
I'm expecting a pretty straightforward approach from both of these fighters.
Yeah.
The striker will try to lead with his punches and his kicks, and the grappler will try to time a takedown, time a clinch position so he can start to work towards a lot of those great judo throws that he possesses. Once on the ground, he is in his realm and will start to chase submissions.
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Just misses with the right. Oh, huge block. Well, missed on that one.
He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Oh, connects with the 1-2. All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because come the third round, regardless of the weight class, they're going to look like two tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws his punch. Oh, he hurt him bad with the jab. Big punch man over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there. Got that to the target quickly.
He's dictating the fight with a jab.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Nice kick.
Just missed with the leg kick. Well, if you're going to leave your body that wide open, you're going to pay the price, and he certainly did there as his opponent lands flush to the midsection.
Punch over the top.
Oh, and he gets tagged. Nice combination there, and might not be a bad idea for the opposition to just tweak that head off the center.
He was landing one before. Now he's throwing everything in combination, and they're all landing.
Oh, man, that kick felt good. Flush knee lands to the body by the taller fighter. Big power shot there. Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
He lands a switch knee.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton, and to watch his punch like this puts a smile on my face.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, single collar tie now. And he landed the right hand there. Nice connection on the counter punch there, and oftentimes, DC, it can be easier to be a counter striker when you have such a pronounced edge in reach. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round. 20 seconds to go in round one. 15 seconds.
Nice punch land over the top. Liver kick.
Lands the right hand.
Beautiful body kick.
5 minutes in the books. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC.
Good stick.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
That knee hurt him.
Both guys landing big shots. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Oh, nice pop there from the crowd as he finally gets the takedown. He stayed committed to the offensive wrestling, and now he has his opponent where he is.
A sigh of relief from the people watching, because they were tired of watching him flail around trying to get takedowns against defended over and over again. Finally gets it. Now what does he do with the top control?
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity.
And he continues to work the body here. Oh, beautiful job by him there. Maybe the opponent was expecting the straight punch, and he goes to the hook.
Mike Tyson used to have some of the best hooks in boxing, and this young man tonight is throwing him with that type of intensity.
Just unable to quite find that range. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Such a fast leg kick.
Oh, and he gets tagged. Beautiful combination there, and I'm not sure how many more of those power shots he can take, honestly.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to sleep. What a punch.
Left-right combo is good. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And they separate. Oh, huge head kick. Oh!
That one stuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one.
Leg kick.
He is throwing a fast, straight, hard jab. That's not a feeler jab. That's one that's really knocking the head back.
Body attack, and it's blocked. Got clipped with the right hand. Oh, he lands another strike to the body. He just continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issues. And both guys really throwing with authority.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Nice 1-2 there.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. And that one certainly found the target. 10 minutes in the books.
Don't be stupid.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything for training and it stays this low, you gotta really switch it up. With corner is able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds.
Oh, so the taller fighter lands a flush knee.
Head kick.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all.
Big kick lands.
Oh, and he lands yet another knee. Sometimes it pays to be the taller fighter, DC. I know you can't necessarily win. Oh, lands another shot to the body, beautifully placed as he continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round.
That's a big strike right there.
He blocks the punch. Oh, nice knee to the body, very nice.
He understands. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's gonna break him?
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, Superman punch. Not always easy to execute. He did so there. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Nice.
Oh, big left hand there. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Takedown defense holds up.
Look at the whip action that comes with throwing that kick.
Oh, Superman punch lands. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down. Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick. Oh, nice. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. Nice kick.
All right, he lands a hook there, DC. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
When you throw a hook, it can go around the guard of your opponent. I mean, he's cutting him down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Nice straight punch.
Double leg takedown.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it?
Oh, big punch lands.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. And a nice jab there, champ.
The jab was a lost art in mixed martial arts. Guys have found it, and they're fighting behind it real well.
Looking to land the right hand, he misses.
Let's get back out here and work on deep breath and relax. There's a lot of blood. Cut you open good. Brett wants to stop this fight, but you're not going to let him.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this all in a 15-minute fight. So you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Attacking the body now, that shot blocked. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Straight punch lands.
Some serious bruising going on in and around that right thigh. May want to check a leg kick or two. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Out of range with that one. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Got the single collar tie. And there comes the separation now.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land. Spinning back fist. Oh, Superman punch is good. You can tell he's been working on that.
There's no tell on that leg kick. Nice punch lands.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt. Good punch. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Lands flush with that right hand. Just over 2 minutes to go. Looked like a good knee to the body, but it's blocked. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. Oh, straight right. Missed with that attempt. Well, no surprises, he connects once again, and that looked like it landed right on that.
Right on the cut, and he's targeting it, right? He's looking, you can see him almost putting a laser beat on that cut and just putting his hands on it. It doesn't take much. He just keeps making it split, showing his opponent that he has no mercy. Beautiful punch.
full minute.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Oh, big kick.
Well, no surprise, he goes for the takedown there, unable to get the fight to the canvas.
This is a testament to his opponent, his ability to see the shots coming, defend them, and make the fight happen where he wants it to. Oh, yeah!
10 seconds remaining here in round 4.
Nice strike.
Saved by the bell. That's the end of the round. You heard the horn, and it came just as he was stunned by a huge shot right before the end of the round. So, saved by the bell. Back to the stool, 60 seconds with which to recover. We'll see if his corner can keep his head in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready?
So here it is, folks. 5th and final round.
Big kick lands.
Huge block there. Now connects with a right.
Nice looping punch.
Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Can't take many of those. You better check.
How does he even put any weight on that leg? Look at the bruise on the outside of his thigh. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Oh, nice slip there. Great head movement overall by this guy defensively tonight.
He does a great job of moving his head side to side and really mixing up.
Well-placed shot there, DC. He is officially run.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, big left. Superman punch lands.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Lands with the knee to the body.
Oh, nice counter right hand.
He lands another effective punch there, DC, and again, we talk a lot about that reach advantage. He certainly made it count in that situation. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Slips the shot, lands with the kick there. No pad on that foot.
No shin guard. He's taking all of that kick every time he throws.
Ooh, blocks the shot. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. Nice punch there.
Tries the flying knee to no avail. Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, straight right.
Holy smoke! He put him to sleep. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish.
Well, he's got his back now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. His collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get ground and pounded in the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation.
Ooh, what a punch.
All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be...
What a performance.
Another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world. Come back.
Well, he came in with the moniker of baddest man on the planet, and that is exactly the way he goes out. Congratulations to the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, your winner tonight by way of the KO. And that's a big man celebrating with his team right now. Enjoy it, boys. You maximize the moment tonight.